A lot of people right now are very, very upset. If we don't get a handle on what is going on in Washington and in our state and in this country, we could be in great peril. I believe the Founding Fathers established the Second Amendment for a very good and specific reason, and that is to protect us from a tyrannical government. Now I'm here to tell you folks that my opponents in this election, with the exception of one, are either plain and simple politicians, opportunists, or progressives. And I know a lot of you may have heard that term progressives over the last year. A lot of people don't understand what it means. It started in the earliest part of the last century, and it's become a cancer in our society. And we as conservatives, we as gun owners, we as American citizens, we need to stop this trend in our country. Because the next thing they come after are our guns. Now Harry Reid has shown his true colors over the last 15 months. He and his cohorts that are in control of the Congress right now have shown that they have such disdain and disregard for the American people and their constituents, they don't even listen to a word they're being told by them. And for this, it is time for them to go. Now, thanks to the progressive Republicans and Democrats that gave us NAFTA, GATT, the World Trade Organization, we were convinced by them that globalism was good for American businesses and the American public.
Like the United Nations.
So when you leave here tonight, look down the road across the way, that factory that's closing down. 100 of your citizens around you in this community are going to be out of work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, this is the face of globalism right now. This globalism effort around the world is going to look like this in every town, in every state in this country. If you don't believe me, travel all over this state. Go to a couple of other states, and you will see empty buildings, empty factories everywhere you go.
Try Michigan.
And it's a common thread everywhere. Now, Harry Reid says, and I quote, "Losing 36,000 jobs is good in comparison to the amount of jobs that we have been losing." Good. Senator Reid, are you kidding me? I say this, one job lost is one job too many.
Yes. I agree.
Unless it's Harry Reid's.
Unless it's Harry Reid. Now, I'd like to ask any one of the people that work at that plant, ask them if they think their job loss is a good thing. And I guarantee you, not one of them is going to say it was okay. Now, it hits me and my family personally. The father of 4 of my grandchildren will soon be out of work. So, for Senator Reid's callous disregard for his constituents, I say this. It's time for him to go.
Yeah.
Then we come to the national debt and the administration. Yeah. Well, we currently have an executive branch that is pulling us down, kicking and screaming down a socialist path of total financial destruction in this nation. If you don't want to believe me, look at the debt clock for this country. Right now, I checked it today. $12.5 trillion of national debt as of this afternoon. Then we have unfunded liabilities in this nation of $107.7 trillion. Now this debt right now is totally unsustainable. I think we all can agree on that. But here's the interesting part. It represents twice the GNP of the entire world combined. In one country. In a country that 50 years ago, we were the best. We were the most productive. We were the most looked and sought after for freedom and the answers to prosperity. I don't think they're looking anymore. Yet this administration and the democratically controlled Congress are pushing a massive health care reform bill to Congress right now. You're going to have to pay taxes for 4 years before you even see a benefit of what they're talking about. And in fact, Nancy Pelosi today said, well, we have to pass the bill first before we can see what's in it. Can we, as American citizens, especially here in Nevada, believe that the feds can manage such a wide-scoped program when they couldn't even turn a profit when they ran a brothel outside of Reno, Nevada? They had to close it down because they couldn't turn a profit. Now, that sounds pretty ludicrous, I understand that, but it is the truth. The IRS ran the Mustang Ranch right into the toilet. Thank you very much. And I don't think I trust them with my tax dollars if they can't run a brothel and make a profit. But now you'll notice I get a little excited and worked up when I see what's happening in our state and nation. I'm not excited, I'm shocked to see the depths of the problems facing and hurting my fellow Nevadans, my family, my neighbors, my countrymen, and every single one of you. This has got to stop. But this is where partisan politics, graft, corruption, and incompetence has left us. We don't have a choice. Politicians in Washington for 40 to 50 years have got us to this point. And we have to deal with it. Whether we want to or not. Whether we're young, old, middle-aged, have kids, don't have kids, it doesn't matter. We're all in this boat together. I'm an independent American Party member. I'm not a part of a party that looks at the party for support, guidance, or any other help. I look to one document only. The Constitution of the United States of America. That's what guides me. And many of the people that I talk to feel that that Constitution is being shredded every single day by all the people we keep sending to that place called Washington, D.C. It's time to put people in office that are going to hold that document in reverence and give it justice for what it deserves, what the Founding Fathers intended, to lead a country with respect. To this end, I hold as an oath keeper to the following quote from a farmer and self-taught lawyer, Patrick Henry. Forbid it, Almighty God. I don't know what course others may take. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. And along with that, if they want my guns, they can come and pry it out of my cold dead hand.
Yeah. Here, here.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.